So I know it has been a while since I posted videos, so kind of let's get into this. But before we get into it, please make sure you do subscribe to my channel. I don't post a lot. I say it every video. I'm trying to post more frequent. But yeah, so subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up this video because it's going to be a good one. So let's get into it. This video is going to be very jam-packed and has a lot of information. So if you need to pause or slow it down, you can do so. Also get a notepad so you can take notes. But today's video is going to be on Snapchat Premium. I might have made a couple videos on this. I might have kind of dived into it, but I want to make like a full gist video on it because honestly, for me, I've used Snapchat Premium, but I was more on OnlyFans and Reddit than I was Snapchat. And now that I'm selling content more on Snapchat than I am OnlyFans and Reddit, I thought I would kind of like show you guys how I do it and give you guys the ropes and the tips and the tricks and everything. So with that being said, I've had Snapchat Premium, excuse me, I've had Snapchat Premium for a good 3.5 years. Is highs and lows. I've made hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I've made $0. Like, you know, money comes, money goes type of thing. So the first with Snapchat Premium, I've always told people this, if you're going to do a Snapchat Premium, make sure that you don't use your personal Snap. What I mean by that is, if your personal Snap, you have your location turned off, it doesn't have your real name, it's not connected to any other social media accounts, and you don't post your location, use that Snap. Use that Snap because nobody can track you or anything. But if you are one of those people who don't keep your Snapchat on ghost mode and you do share and disclose your location with some people and you do post like, hey, I'm in Memphis, or hey, I'm in Atlanta, or hey, I'm in Austin, or hey, I'm in Jacksonville, or hey, I'm in Fayetteville type of thing. If you post like your location like that, don't use that Snapchat. Don't use that Snapchat at all. So definitely have a personal Snap, have a private Snap. Me personally, I use my personal Snap for Snapchat Premium. I've been doing it for long. I can kind of tell who is what. So I use my personal Snap. But how I go about it is when I add people, I also put emojis by their name. We'll get into that later. I put emojis by their name so I know who that is, how sketchy they are, what type of person they are, and I ask them like screening questions. I'll be like, hi, what's your legal name? What are you here on my Snapchat for? How'd you get my Snapchat? Like, stuff like that. Like, are you here to buy content? Or are you here to conversate? And if they're like, oh, well, do you do meetups? That's a straight like, no, I don't do meetups. I don't want to meet you. I don't want to talk to you. If I get that message, I say no, and then I block them. Because if it is somebody who thought that I did meetups, then after that, they could be like, oh, well, where does she live so I can go see her, type of thing. Because you don't know how crazy men are. And so I block people who ask for meetups straight up, because that personally to me, I don't do that. I'm not against it, but I don't do it. So yeah. But I post my Snapchat on a lot of dating sites. I have my Snapchat on my PH account. I have my Snapchat on a lot of things. So when people add me, I will kind of ask where they're from, because they could be from Tinder, or they could be from PH, or they could be from Reddit, or they could be from Instagram. And so like I kind of want to see what version of me you got so I know what to deliver, if that makes sense. So definitely screen your people before you like give them the goods or you post stuff on your story. Now, the story. Me personally, I have probably like 10 Snapchat stories. Not for premium, just because like I only want a certain amount of people to view some certain things. So like I have like my premium Snap story is called the private playroom. And then like I have a Snapchat story for my daughter that her aunts are all on. I have a Snapchat story for my family so they can see interactions that I have with my daughter. I have one for my hoes. I have one for all the girls on my Snapchat, just like relatable things. So like you can make a Snapchat story for anything and everything. So I make Snapchat stories, and I really don't post on my main story. I usually post on my privates. So like, if you want to contact me, you hit me up through a private, not through my main. And people who have been on my Snapchat for years, who have interacted with me in person, who know me, know that. So like if someone hits me up through my private, I'm like, how'd you get my Snap? Like, who are you? Type of thing. Because that is like, you know the rules. Why are you breaking the rules? Type of thing. But So that's what I do. I know a lot of content creators who use private snaps. I know a lot of people who do private stories. Everybody does private stories. I think everybody's created a story for their own at once. It's just debatable on what you used it for, you know? Let's get into the emoji part because I kind of touched on that but didn't really touch on that. So I have now found a new way of organizing because I suck at organizing. I try to multitask without organizing and it just does not work out. So I have found a new way to organize my customers and people who enter my Snapchat. And so just like a helpful tip for y'all, if you guys feel overwhelmed because you have all these guys in your Snapchat and you don't know if you've messaged them, hey, like, are you wanting to buy content? Hey, like, you know, I send out a welcome message. I'm like, hi, like, how are you? How's your day going? I'm April, or like, I'm so-and-so, nice to meet you, because I go by Elise. So like, I'm Elise, nice to meet you. Like, how'd you get my Snapchat? Like, did you get it from this site or this site? Are you here to buy content? If so, like, let me know what you're interested in. Let me know what you like, type of thing. And I kind of just like leave that there. I also save that in the chat because if they open it and don't answer, I unadd those people because like you're wasting my time. I'm not gonna go back and resend that message and get the same response. That's wasting my time. So like I unadd those people. So definitely like have a welcome message or something you send to everybody. If it's like, you know, your friends on Snapchat, you don't have to send them a welcome message, you know, but if it is guys or like people that hit you up and ask for nudes or like, you know, say, wow, you're so pretty, send them a welcome message because they're wasting your time. And you know, from there, if they leave you unread or they type some fuck shit, that you're not here to buy content, you're wasting my time. You gotta go. So with that being said, as I said before, like I say that all the time, I have had this for 3 years. So I have regulars. I have people who have been buying my content and been on my Snapchat premium for years. And so like with that, they get 2 stars by their name. 2 stars is for people who have bought content and who I know buy content on a regular basis, who I send content to without paying, but I know will give me money because I've sent content to them without paying, if that makes sense. The 2 stars goes for people who have subscribed to my OnlyFans who have transferred to my Snapchat. It goes for people who I interact with and who just send me money. That's what the 2 stars is for. The running man emoji is for people who are time wasters, who you gotta get the fuck away from, that you don't want to talk to, you know, no. So that's what the running man emoji, because I use the running man emoji. I use X's for people who I've asked if they want to buy content and they tell me no, but like I still interact with them because, you know, a no can turn into a yes. Like a no, like today, my achievement, someone of like 6 months that I'm like, hey, are you gonna buy content? Like, you know, I see you all the time, like you're adorable, like you're cute, all this sort of stuff. Like him and I would talk, and today he finally sent me money and he's like, there you go, I finally caved. Like, I'm here to buy your content, like let's talk. And I was like, yeah, thank God, because I knew you were going to. Like I knew after seeing my story that you're on, after seeing me on Tinder, after watching my Reddit videos, like you're bound to buy my content. It just takes time. You gotta build that relationship with somebody. And that's what I did. Took 3 months, but I still built that relationship with him. So like there was an X by his name, but he still stayed on my Snapchat. So like that's why I didn't put a running man emoji, because I knew like he wasn't a time waster. Like it was gonna work out in my favor. And there's other people that I like met on dating sites who I do like, but I don't want to ask for content. I don't want to ask them to buy content all the time because that does get annoying and it does slightly become unattractive all the time. So I won't ask them, like we'll regular snap. So I use the 2-star emoji, the running man emoji, the X emoji, like the skull emoji, I'll use for people who can't keep a conversation, who I can't talk to. Like you're dead to me, like this conversation's dead. Usually after like a good day, 48 hours, those people are off my Snap because they know that they're not getting my attention. They know that I'm not gonna talk to them. So that's that. Those are also for people who I get from other girls' snaps because I do shout out for shout outs and who add me, but don't buy my content. I'll put a dead face emoji because like I already got you on my Snap, you know, like I got you from someone else, you know, you're dead. You're more loyal to them than you are me type of thing. And so that's like the whole emoji thing that I do with my people on Snapchat. It works. It really does work and it really does help. With that being said, just make sure that you're being like if you've ever been a server, you know that you put on a facade, I guess, or you put on the sweet version of yourself. And that's what you have to do for these people. If you are straight up disrespectful and rude to these men, unless they're into that, most men will not give you their money. Most men don't find that attractive if you talk to them like dog shit, because even though they're on your time, you still have to respect them as a human being. Like me as a person, I will never scam anybody. I think I've scammed one person. He was disrespectful. He talked to me like I was below him, and he did not take care of my time at all. And so I scammed him, most definitely. So like, I lied. I did scam one person, but like, I'm very respectful. I'll ask people, how's your day? Are you okay? You know, I'll ask the wide variety of questions before I ask people for money, just because what if they said, well, I just had to buy a whole new tire and wasted my whole paycheck and now my bank account's on zero. Then you have somebody asking you for money to remind you that like you don't have any money, and that really fucking sucks. So I most definitely like try to ask them how their day is and ask them how they're doing, because you know, it's good to have somebody who cares. Even if it seems like I'm only here for your money, I still care about you, type of thing. And that's what I want all my customers and all the people that come through my Snapchat premium to understand, is like, even though I might not message you 24/7 and it might not be a back to conversation, I still care about you. I still love the interactions that we have. I want to still know that you're doing okay. And so you always got to check up on them. I can get disrespectful with the men, but they also know, because they've been on my Snapchat for a while, how I get. I have 30 people on my Snapchat premium, and I check up with those people every single day. I snap them every single day, at least 3 times a day, trying to get in a conversation, trying to talk to them, make sure they're okay. And that is why I make a lot of money off of them, is because like I take care of them just like they take care of me. Like I said before, sometimes I'll send unsolicited things to people because I know that like later on in the week, my Cash App gets blessed with like $200 because I did that. And I wasn't sitting there begging for their money, and I wasn't sitting there telling them, well, I'm not gonna give it to you unless you pay me. Like, you're reminding them that it's not genuine, and that's not something that people want to be reminded of, if that makes sense. So like, you know, sometimes do be nice to them, because when you do that, it works out in your favor 90% of the time. Anywho, I hope that you guys took all this information, gobbled it up, ate it up, because that is a lot of information. It was good information. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I was so happy, and I am so happy that I finally made another video. It's been forever. Fucking ever, but I'm glad to be back. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you baddies run these niggas' wallets respectfully.